Set up an air brake system. It's the old system with the manual slack adjuster, as opposed to the automatic slack adjusters we have today. And this is just the only time you're going to see this is at motor vehicle. It's very, very unlikely you're going to see this on a modern air brake system today. But for the purpose of gaining your license, you're going to have this. So the main thing we're looking for is 3/4 of an inch of travel for this push rod travel. And the first thing we're going to do is determine that it is in fact out of adjustment. So we're going to see yes, mark on the push rod, and it came out between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch that push rod has to travel. And this would simulate if you were making a brake application. If I drove air into this brake chamber, it would make a brake application and measure the travel. That's the distance from 0 until the shoe hits this drum. So you can see the shoe goes against the drum. So what I'm going to do is tighten it until the shoe to the S-cam is turning the same way it would turn if you were making a brake application. So the shoe should be going against the drum, and your push rod is extending out of the brake chamber until it's tight. And at that point, you're going to recheck for slack. And there should be 0 slack because the shoe is tight against the drum. And at that point, there's no slack. The brake is manually applied. So then I'm going to come back the other direction. I'm going to choose a point of reference. I'm going to use the S-cam for reference. I'm going to come back between 1/4 and 1/2 a turn. Make sure the locking sleeve is out. And recheck the travel. And I can't have any less than 1/2 or more than 3/4 of an inch. And you're going to measure how far that mark you made on your push rod, how far it comes out of the brake chamber until the shoe hits the drum. And that is what you're going to have to do with motor vehicle.